This induction has been created to educate you on the safe runnings of the gym. You must watch the video before you are able to use the gym. Before starting any exercise, always remember to warm up. If your form is bad, then lower the weight or the speed. Remember, if you need any assistance or help, ask a member of staff. To begin, we will discuss the cardio machines. Rowing machine. Adjust the foot straps so that they sit across the middle of your shoelaces. Set the damper to your desired level. Level 10 is the highest resistance. When you commence rowing, ensure your legs are doing most of the work, driving your heels down before initiating your arms into the movement. Once finished, place the handle back into the holder and loosen the straps that are holding your feet in place. Ski erg. Adjust the damper before you start the movement. Hold on to the handles tightly, step back so that your feet are in line with the back of the frame. Initiate the movement through a hip hinge before pulling down on the handles and completing the skiing motion. Place the handles back when you are finished. Do not let them fly up and ricochet off the framework. Treadmill. Attach the safety clip immediately after you step onto the treadmill. This is to ensure your safety at all times. The speed and incline can be adjusted on both the central screen and the buttons to the left and right of the handles. Press the green button to go and the red button to stop. Do not step off the treadmill until the belt has completely stopped moving. Watt bike. The setup of the bike is very important to get the most out of your workout. Ensure the seat height is in line with the top of your hip. The space between the handles and seat wants to be about the length of your forearm and hand. Raise or lower the handlebars to a position that is suited to you. Tighten the foot pedals to ensure that your feet are secure throughout your workout. Turn the watt bike on and choose your desired workout. There are many options, including HIIT, Tabata, and long ride. Resistance training. The resistance machines and weights are only to be used by pupils in Year 9 and above. Plank pull-through. Position yourself in an extended arm plank position with your wrists and shoulders in line and back is nice and flat. Spread your feet so that your weight is centered and abs are tight. Pull the wall ball across from one side to the other, trying to avoid rocking your hips. Bosu ball plank and plank jacks. Adopt the plank position with your elbows in line with shoulders. Keep your feet together and core tight. Keep your hips low, in line between your shoulders and your ankles. For plank jacks, jump your feet out and in with control, always keeping your abs tight and your hips low. Russian twists. Start in a seated position holding a weight. This movement can be performed with your feet in the air or on the ground. Slowly rotate your torso from the middle to one side and then back to the middle. Repeat on both sides for the desired amount of reps. Box jump. Start with your feet shoulder width apart. Bend your knees, pull your hips back and bring your arms back. As you complete the jump, fire open your hips, bring your arms through and pull your knees up towards your chest. Land in a quarter squat with soft knees. Stand up tall with open hips before stepping off the box backwards. Avoid stepping off the box forward or jumping off the box. Ball slams. Med balls can be used for a variety of movements. One example is a ball slam. Use one of the crash mats and a suitably weighted ball. Holding the med ball, lift it above your head, opening up your hips and shoulders and stretching into your toes. Use both your arms and abs to throw the ball down at the crash pad. Be careful the ball does not bounce up into your face. Resistance bands. Resistance bands can be used for both resistance training and stretching. They can be used by anyone in year 7 and above. Here are a few examples of resistance exercises that can be done with them, both working the upper body. Please ensure that you put resistance bands back where you found them in the labelled drawers. Please ask a member of the leisure team for any other exercises and stretches that these can be used for. Skipping is a great form of cardio, as well as helping to improve your coordination. When skipping, keep arms relaxed with the elbows tucked into your side, using your wrists to flick the rope over your head. If you are up for a challenge, try double unders. This is where the rope goes around twice per jump. Kettlebell swings. Choose a kettlebell of an appropriate weight. There are 2 variations of kettlebell swing, one to the shoulder height and one overhead. Both movements are initiated with a slight hip hinge, moving the kettlebell between your legs before firing open your hips, guiding the kettlebell with your arms. Easy bar. The easy bar can be used for tricep extensions and bicep curls. Weights can be added to each side. Ensure movements are conducted with the arms and the shoulders, not using your back to help you. In all movements, keep your elbows tucked in. Bent over row. Bent over rows can be performed with and without a bench. Ensure that you have a tabletop back, using only your arms and lats to pull the weight towards you. Fully extend your arm using your full range of motion. Shoulder press. The shoulder press can be completed sat down or standing up. For a seated shoulder press, raise the back of the bench so that it is in a vertical position. Sit up straight with your back pressing against the back of the bench, feet flat on the floor, and raise the dumbbells so that your arms are in a 90-degree angle from your shoulders. Push the dumbbells up, straightening your arms until they are fully extended, and return to the starting position, ensuring you don't drop your elbows too low. Once finished, ensure you place the weights down carefully. Tricep dips. Set up the dip bar so that your feet will be off the floor when performing the movement. Jump into a front support with elbows extended. When in this position, ensure you are keeping active shoulders and not allowing your shoulders to shrug or move towards your ears. Initiate the dip with a bend in the elbows, bringing your shoulders forward and down so that your arms create a 90 degrees angle at the elbow. Push into the front support to complete the rep. Pull-ups. If you cannot reach the bar, use a step to assist you in reaching. Take hold of the bar above your head with thumbs under the bar as you grip. Dead hang before engaging your lats, moving your shoulders down towards your ankles in order to help you pull up to the bar. Aim to get your chin over the bar. Lower yourself back down until your arms are straight. Chin-ups. To perform a chin-up, use an inverted grip with your palms facing you. Begin the movement from a dead hang before pulling yourself up so that your chin moves above the bar. Return to this dead hang position before starting your next rep. Deadlift. Place the barbell on the floor and load it to an appropriate weight. Ensure that you use clips to to stop any of the plates from falling off the bar. With your feet hip width apart, place your hands outside of the knees and grasp the bar. Drop your hips and knees so that your hips sit low and your back is in a neutral flat position. Grip the bar, and as you lift, push the floor away, keeping your hips hinged until the last part of the rep. On the way back down, hips hinge first until the barbell is below the knees, then hips, and knees drop together. Keep a neutral flat back at all times. Do not hyperextend when you reach the top of the movement. Setting up the rig. Set the hooks in line with the shoulders. This will allow the barbell to sit about collarbone height. Ensure you always squat with the safeties in place. Always squat facing the rig so the bar can be safely re-racked. Ensure you use the clips on any exercise that involves the barbell. Back squat. Set the rig up to collarbone height. It is better to have it too low than too high. Step under the barbell and rest it on your upper back. Do not rest the barbell on your neck. Stand up with the barbell on your back and step into a squat stance. This can be different for every person. Toes can be facing forward or slightly turned out. Hips move back and down, ensuring that knees track above the toes. Ensure your heels stay flat. The aim is to squat below parallel. Front squat. Set up the rig so that the barbell is sitting just below your collarbones. Place your hands on the barbell with hands just outside of the shoulders. Step up to the bar and push your elbows through, allowing the barbell to rest on your deltoid muscles and collarbone, not just so that the barbell is resting in your hands. Step back and prepare to squat. Squat moving the hips back and down with knees tracking the toes. Stand up to complete the rep. Always squat facing into the rig, not facing the mirrors. Tricep extension using cable tower. Take hold of the equipment and prepare to start the movement. Tuck your elbows in by your side and pull down on the ropes until your hands are down by your side. This movement should be slow and controlled. You should feel the contraction happen in your triceps. Leg extension. Set the back of the seat position so that when your back is flat against it, the edge of the bottom seat sits snug against the back of your knees. Ensure the thigh cushion is applying gentle pressure to your mid-thigh. Start with knees bent at 90 degrees with the ankle cushion resting against the front of the ankles. Straighten your legs, taking the ankle cushions and weight with you. Careful not to hyperextend the knee. Leg curl. Set the back of the seat position so that when your back is flat against it, the edge of the bottom seat sits snug against the back of your knees. Ensure the thigh cushion is applying gentle pressure to your mid-thigh. Start with legs out straight in front of you, resting on top of the ankle cushion. Pull your heels towards your bum, taking the cushion with you and lifting the desired weight. Multi-press chest press. Set the seat up so that it is lying flat with the handles lowered to the side of it. Lie back into the seat so that the handles are in line with your chest. Ensure that you keep your back pressed against the seat and feet flat. Push the handles away from you to initiate the rep. Extend your arms fully before lowering it back down to the chest and starting the next rep. Multi-press shoulder press. Raise the back of the seat into a vertical position. As before, ensure that you set the handles up so that they are in line with the chest. Your back should be pressed against the seat and your feet planted on the floor. Push the handles away until your arms are fully extended before returning to the start position to complete the rep. Multi-press incline press. Raise the back of the seat up slightly so that the bench is at a slight incline. Raise the handles so once again they are in line with your chest. Sit with your feet planted on the floor and your back pressed against the backrest. Push the handles away from you until your arms are fully extended. Again, being careful not to hyperextend the elbows. Return to the starting position to finish the movement. GHD setup. Adjust the footplate so that it allows you to keep your feet in line with your hips when using the machine. Adjust the hip pad so that when your legs are straight, it sits at your hip flexors or the bottom of your glutes if the other way up. Back extension. Set up the GHD machine so that your legs can be straight with your hip flexors resting over the top of the pad. You need to be able to hip hinge / fold into a 90 degrees position. Keeping your chin tucked into your chest, lower your torso into a hanging position. Use your glute and hamstring strength to pull your torso back up to a horizontal position, being careful not to overextend. GHD hollow hold. Begin by sitting on the cushion. Place your feet in the holders and straighten your legs. Lower yourself back so that you are lying horizontally, arms across your chest, keeping your core tight. Hold this position for the desired amount of time. Bring yourself back into a sitting position when this is complete. Whilst doing any exercise, do not drop the weights on the floor. This can damage the equipment, as well as being dangerous to yourself and other people. When you visit the gym, always wear appropriate clothing, including appropriate footwear. As mentioned before, Year 7 and above can use any of the cardio equipment. Year 9 and above can use the resistance machines, the weights, and cardio equipment. Remember, if in doubt about how to use any of the equipment shown, ask a member of staff.